Hey, good evening. This is a video podcast live. It's Dr. Mitchell, Dr. Eric Ignatius Mitchell. This has been, I'm starting my 50th year in medicine, and I also got a notice from my university, St. Joe's University. It was a college when I went there back 50 years ago, and they just sent me a notice that my 50th reunion is coming up. And I said, they must have the wrong guy. I mean, no way. They made a mistake, okay? I didn't graduate in 71. I graduated in, I think, 91. Or was it 2001? Well, you can run, but you can't hide. Good evening, Kit. Good evening, Susan. Kit, you have another package in the mail today. And those wild Maine strawberries should be there. But you know what I found out today, gang, and what I'm going to talk about tonight? Number one, let's take our credo. Have you had your daily vitamin CBD today to help reduce your chronic low-grade inflammation to help support your immune system? If you haven't, go to dailyvitamincbd.com. If you want to get caught up on some of the things we talk about, you can go to your daily dose, vitamin CBD on YouTube. Okay, Sir Rocky, keep watching. Rocky, what most people don't understand is that they don't understand nano-emulsification. Those first two words, when I did the first label, I got lost. I lost it. Nano-emulsified, full spectrum. Now what happened is I had nano-emulsification, but it was over here on the side, and no one paid attention to it. And most people, okay, going west to east, don't understand nano-emulsification. That's what we have here. And what does nano-emulsification? That's what I'm finding. Well, this is our brand new one now. We're going to push our gummies up to 30 milligrams. Can you see that? Let me see if I can get it clear. Okay, they're 30 milligrams now, not 20 milligrams, and they're going to have more juice, more bang for the buck. And these are wild Maine blueberries. I've just finished taking pictures. This is the same thing, but it's opposed to the 4 ounce. It's opposed to the 6 ounce. This is a 6 ounce. This is a 6 ounce jar, and this is a 8 ounce jar. And the 8 ounce jar has 30. Then the 6 ounce jar has 15. The 6 ounce jar has 450 milligrams of vitamin CBD, and that's nanoed, and that's very, very important. And then the 8 ounce container has 30, and they have a total of 900 milligrams. Now, why is this important? It's important because most people don't understand nano-emulsification. Nanotechnology has been going on for some period of time. I had a fascination, and I think all of you know, or a lot of you know, that I'm a functional dyslexic. And so my reading capacity is good now. It's much better than it was. But what I do is I listen much better. So I do audiobooks, and I've done over probably 600 audiobooks. I have 574 in my own collection. The point I'm making is that a lot of people don't read, a lot of people don't hear. But nano-emulsification is a process that pharmaceutical companies have been using for some time. I found it in a bunch of nanotechnology in technology, nanotechnology in military maneuvers, nanotechnology in construction to help to increase the strength of the product. So nanotechnology is an important one, and people are going to go look it up tonight. Go look up N-A-N-O, nanotechnology. And what we've been fortunate enough is to use this nanotechnology in order to increase the bioavailability. Okay, now these gummies, as I just said to you, are going to be 30 milligrams. So take 20% of 30, and that's 6 milligrams in a normal non-nanoed gummy. Now take 80% of 30, okay, and now we have 24. So do you want 6 milligrams of potential medicine, or do you want 24 milligrams? These are unbelievably beautiful. Okay, they taste good, and we don't want you to. Some people, Kit has just ordered her second or third round of nano-emulsified wild Maine blueberry gummies, and she says it's helped her quite a bit. And I keep on threatening you, Kit, to get you on the show, and or to get you on the live, and I'm going to do so. I've just downloaded a new app called OBS that will allow me to bring things up on the when I'm doing a live program, and I'm learning it. So you have to give me a little bit more time because I'm learning it, and so it's not as easy as I would like to think. So, or as Steve Jobs would say, it's not as intuitive as we want it. But you're looking at show number video podcast number 212. Am I think I'm 212 or 213. I'll check, but it doesn't matter. What we're doing it for the sake of giving you some information, good information that you need in order to get your endocannabinoid system out of deprivation. I say deprivation because we have been so long without this product in our food source. And we took it out of our food source about 70 years ago because they put a false bravado on it when they put a tax on hemp. Back in 1937, it was called the Marijuana Tax Act of 1937. And the farmers had to stop growing it because they couldn't stand the tax. And then President Nixon criminalized it. But what we're doing now is trying to find how do we get you the medicine faster and in its purest form. And nano-emulsion, nanotechnology is helping us do that. And basically what I'm doing is I'm using a cavitational process in order to get the goodies inside the cell, into solution and into a carrier oil that basically will deliver. In one case 450 milligrams per jar, and the other one 900 milligrams per jar. So we are absolutely ecstatic about this. Now, if you go and look up gummies right now, you may not find any more than nano-emulsified. However, you will find that people, more and more providers, are starting to nano their products, whether it be sobs, whether it be tinctures, or otherwise. I imagine that we're going to do that in short order, nano as much as we can. And I have several surprise products that I'm going to try to pull off through the research and development. So that's going to be very important, and very important that people understand nano, because in this case with the blueberries and getting 24 milligrams, 50 milligrams a day is probably a good place to start. So one of these jellies could give you 24 of those milligrams. But what I'm recommending is you take it 24 throughout the whole day, and that is you cut it into fourths, and you take it in 1/4 at a time, and enjoy the pleasure of the wild Maine blueberry. We'll probably add to our regimen, but right now they're sugar coated, and we also have a blueberry powder that we're going to be able to use. A lot of people like those a lot more. And then it's my ultimate favorite. My ultimate favorite is chocolate wild Maine blueberry gummies. Yes, wild chocolate covered, and we have dark chocolate, white chocolate, and milk chocolate. They're not even out yet. We're just playing with those right now. I sent, and for temptation, I sent it off to about 6 vendors to see what they think. And we're ready to go into fuller production. Why? Because there are 500 jars, 500 8-ounce jars, and 350 6-ounce jars have just come in. And so we'll start loading them up and start putting our labels on, putting our security wraps, and getting ready to go out. So I will tell you that the special is over for the 20 milligrams, and I'll post and have things all ready by tomorrow, okay, for the new 30 milligram, the 30 milligrams, and they come in two different denominations. One is 15 in the jar, and the other one is 30 in the jar. Now, the 15 in the jar, don't forget, you can cut them in half. If you are a new cannabinoid user, I recommend start off, because you're going to get much stronger. You're going to get 4 times the amount of cannabinoids in the bioavailability than you do with the regular gummies that you can buy, at the gas station. No, the gas station is probably hemp seed oil and not hemp oil. But we've had our talks and our share of talks, okay? So we want you to go to dailyvitamincbd.com, read about our other SKUs. I will have something, we're working on a new brochure so we can add our wild Maine blueberries. We also moving up the 2-path. The 2-path is going to go from 400 milligrams to 1,000 milligrams, okay? And now I see that Heidi. Hi, Heidi. Okay, I'm glad you came on. I think that the recovery bomb has made you a believer. You can text me right now and tell me that yes, yes, yes. Just give me 3 yeses if that be the case. This is a young lady that had a fall, and she's working in one of our local call centers and just really gets stiff and just has a lot of pain in her leg after she fell and banged her knee. And her husband, her significant other, came over, and we got her started on the tincture, and then we got her started on the recovery bomb. And she wrote me back a couple hours later and says, "I can't believe it. I cannot believe it." You can go to the website, Heidi, and you can put your own testimonial on it. As a matter of fact, any of you that order, please go back and put a testimonial. So Heidi has just said yes, yes, and that tells us that she has had a great relief, and as she goes through her body healing, and we want to put the body in the best healing position as possible. So Heidi, you have to understand. I read a testimonial last night of a young lady that has central and peripheral neuropathies, and she's just elated that she is doing so much better. Her migraines are controlled within a matter of minutes relative to hours and days. So if we go back historically, Sir William Osler was one of the famous physicians and practitioners of his day in Europe, in England. And back in 1885, he said that cannabis, the cannabidiol, cannabis was the major treatment for migraines. Too bad that we have to take 125 years to learn it again. But we're just so amazing that we're so predictably irrational that we make a plant that's 8,000 years old or more in age, and has a great safety record, and we ostracized it, vilified it, and criminalized it. So it's a sad commentary, but sad but true. We're out of that hurrah now, and so the hurrah that we're in now is, what else can this do? And like I said, there's more than 200 pathways that interdict with the endocannabinoid system, which is a regulatory neurotransmitting system, and we need it. We need it in order to carry out a number of our functions and what have you. So have you had your daily vitamin CBD? If you haven't, go to dailyvitamincbd.com. Order your tincture. You should be taking a tincture every morning. If you have trouble sleeping, we have something called 2-path that has more than 100 5-HT3 receptors. And these are receptors that are also called serotonin receptors. And they go after and they get norepinephrine, dopamine, and other substances to attach to it that increases our joy, our glee, our self-being, our self-worth. Now, a lot of people say, what will I feel? Well, you're gonna not know what you feel, other than what you're gonna do is feel somewhat that you're not gonna have, that you had a good night's sleep. You're going to feel that you're not arguing with your mate as much. You feel that you're not yelling at your children. You feel that you're more even-tempered. Okay, but these are hard things. They're more retrospective than prospective. A lot of times in the cannabis world, people want to feel that high, or that's what drove people to escape. But this is not an escape. It's an adaptation. Okay, that I'm better, and it's almost a retrospective component. And say, you know what? I went all day and I didn't have a bit of pain. Wow, isn't that a lovely situation? Isn't that beautiful? And it has been. And we're getting ready to, we're redoing our brochure. That should be ready in the next couple of weeks. I want to thank Maggie. She's working diligently on the new labels for the new products. We got to upgrade the products. We got to keep getting better. So I'll have those prices for the wild. I'll put a special out tomorrow on the Wild Maine Blueberry on the 15 pack, and see what we get. We'll find something. We'll find a way to take good care of you, especially those people that have been very loyal to hemp commodities industry and vitamin CBD. We thank you for every order that we get. We are thankful. But what we're trying to do is to win by virtue of putting a superior product out. Maggie must have heard me. Maggie's watching. I got to be careful how I talk about her because she popped up on me. Maggie, the labels came in, and I think if you haven't seen the labels in action, here it is right here. Here it is. Here's 30 count, which is 900 milligrams. Okay, and here is the 400. I mean, you did it. You got it done for me in a matter of a couple of days, and that's there it is. And Maggie and I went through a big thing, and I said, Maggie, we have two problems. Number one, nano-emulsification got lost in the sauce, and the other thing is we named them jellies at first, and people didn't know what the hell a jelly was. So we changed it to gummies because everyone knows what a gummy is. So that's the 15, and this is the 30, and so we'll make a special on the 15 so that you'll have that tomorrow. So get ready. And we have merchant service working now to full bloom, so you can order and get it, and I'll get it out in the mail the next day. I only apologize because North Carolina called me today and said that they still hadn't gotten their package, and they're waiting for their 2-path, and waiting for the tinctures, and waiting for the blueberries, and I went through and did a search, and the search says that in transit. Okay, so I said, you're probably going to get them tomorrow, but that's 7 days and supposed to take 2 days, 3 days at max. So I won't make an apology for the United States Post Office. What I'll do is say, order early. Order early and order often, and then you'll have a constant supply coming in. So we really appreciate you tuning in. Please go to your daily dose, vitamin CBD, on the website and take a look at it. Maggie, I gotta get my other labels now for the now we're moving from 400 milligrams for 2-path to 1,000 milligrams, and I'll give you a call tomorrow. Make sure that we are on track to get that done. I'm still haven't filtered it. I still haven't put it in the bottle, so we're still just a week or so away. But they kept me very, very busy today. I must have had 5 Zoom calls, and that took up an awful lot of my day. But it's so nice to see that the video health, or the telecommunication, something that I've been working on for 30 years, is now like every day. I use it every single day. Okay, I want to thank you all. Okay, for doing what you're doing, and go out there, like this, please. Please please share it, because we want to grow this group. We're going to go with quality. Yeah, a lot of people have a lot more money. They can do a lot more advertising, but I want your word of mouth. That's what I practiced for 30 years in my private practice, and all on the word of mouth. Okay, and that's mighty, mighty good thing to do. Please, thank you. Have a good night. Out.